Okay, hello guys, and welcome back to another Aiden's Games video. As you can see, this is the Crimean Khanate. This is like a rough drawing of what it was. So obviously, you probably would know now that we're doing a video resurrecting the Crimean Khanate. So let's get straight into it. Alright, so the Crimean Khanate will be in the color red. And any country they invade would obviously be in the color blue. You all know that by now. So I don't even need to say it. But the first thing they have to do is not actually an invasion. It's actually purchasing some land. They're going to be purchasing some land from Ukraine. It's about that much. Yeah, so they just purchased quite a bit of land from Ukraine. Quite a bit of land, I could say. So, yeah. So now that just gives them an easy way to invade the weakest country near them, Moldova. So, yeah. This actually happened. This is actually taking a year to do, because they've actually been, improving their army, doing all that nice stuff. So now they've launched their invasion, quickly pushing into Moldova. I don't know the capital of it, but it should be taken by now. And then they surrender. Like I said, I actually do not know the capital of Moldova. It might be up north, but I'm just gonna say they might not have ever captured it. But there's a really high chance it was in the south, so I'm just gonna say it was. Of course, there'll be some countries that I don't know the capital of, but there'll be others that I do know. So yeah, just get used to it. I think this is an important part of Ukraine, as it's all its coastline. So Ukraine is not doing very well. So with that, they'd now literally be able to partition Ukraine. Yes, they are partitioning Ukraine. Russia gets all of this. Belarus gets that. Okay, I shouldn't be doing all those twisty weird lines. I'm just gonna do it like this. It's still twisty weird line, but it's not like weird things. And Belarus would get all of that, and the rest would go to the Crimea. With this land taken, they are surely going to be much stronger now than they were at the start of this video. So this will actually, make invasions faster. Because some people think that since they're invading, they lose, they get weaker. But well, that's not entirely true, because that means there's more manpower to enlist into the army, and it also gives them more money, riches, and better infrastructure if their infrastructure wasn't that good anyways. So now they're probably going to be much stronger than the next target, which is going to be Romania. But something weird is going to happen. Romania would actually make some initial pushes. The Crimean army wasn't, fully mobilized for this, resulting in some Romanian pushes. But they'd be quickly pushed back. I say quickly because they just weren't ready for a quick Romanian invasion. Bucharest is right there, so it's not that hard. And it can sometimes result in stuff like this. Now Bucharest is cut off. And right now, after Bucharest falls after some weeks of fighting, Romania just falls apart. Yeah, it just completely falls apart until it surrenders. You might be thinking, well, that means, you know, Crimea should get all that land. But not really. You know, I'm painting it red. I'm just gonna. This is actually quite dumb because I'm gonna partition it anyways. So this is quite a dumb decision, but I'm still gonna go for it because it's too late now. But they actually partition it. So they give all of this to Serbia, this to Bulgaria, a bit of this to Poland. Actually, no, it's not Romania. And they give this to Hungary. They're very Hungary is hungry for land. Okay, that's just a horrible joke. It's not even deserve it. It doesn't even deserve to be a joke. Whereas my old mapping videos are actually really bad because, like, I have anti-aliasing on, and I use my paintbrush for normal like invasions. Like, I didn't use the recolor. Just be aware, use the recolor, not the paint. Only use the paint to paint the, you know, get rid of the borders, because for some reason recolor doesn't work on that. So just be aware. Now they are very weirdly square. Like, all this is pretty nice here until it's like, what's it? Like, what is this? It's actually really weird. But now they're going to be one of the biggest powers. Problem is, big old Russia. So instead, I know, this area is rich in oil and stuff like that. But that doesn't matter, cause Russia is not ready for war. Cause in this scenario, they've just declared war on Japan. And since Japan is probably much more modernized technologically and has much more allies like the United States, Russia can't deal with a country like Crimea. Even if it is weaker militarily, they just can't, you know, spend the manpower getting rid, painting it off the map. And other countries would probably intervene to stop Russian power. Even if Crimea was the aggressors. So that seems really poorly. I feel like that's really poorly explained, but it doesn't matter. Okay, like, well, now they declare war on Georgia. Just to gain, more ways to take over all these more weak countries here. I'm pretty sure Azerbaijan is like good friends of Turkey, but I'm just gonna get rid of that entire alliance. Even if I didn't, Crimea is probably slightly stronger than Turkey, and Azerbaijan won't really make a difference. Maybe a minuscule little difference that won't really help. Anyways, so Crimean troops push into Georgia, and I'm pretty sure the capital of Georgia is like Tbilisi or something like that. Tbilisi, okay, I don't know how to pronounce it. But they march down and capture the city. And Georgia would surrender after some more weeks of fighting. I feel like in a lot of like a Diz Pro videos, like, you know what I mean? Like, the war ends really quickly, but I feel like a lot of mappers don't take in consideration the actual like civilian resistance. I know I don't take that into consideration at all, but a lot of people don't, because they think about the military power, not of the actual resistance by the population. Of course, I don't. So I mean, like, yeah. For once, Azerbaijan and Georgia like actually ally just to hold off the Crimean assault. Just to, hold it off. But of course, they are very weak. And without Turkish help, because Turkey is probably a bit weaker, they'd quickly push into Armenia, forcing the country to surrender, and the Azerbaijani enclave is quickly taken over. And now they continue their advances until eventually Azerbaijan surrenders. So yeah, they're expanding, but their plans are in severe danger because of Russia. Because they can just go right down there and take it out quickly before Crimean troops are fully ready to launch an assault. So that's very dangerous. But of course, when their troops arrive, they'll be pushed back. But that might temporarily hold off the supply lines. Even though I'm pretty sure they can still probably send it through the Black Sea, as it would take Russia some time to get their navy there. Actually, not at all, because they can't actually get their navy there, because Russia has no more sea access to the Black Sea. So there's no chance, unless they get help from Turkey. Even then, they have to tow their battleships and stuff all the way through Iran and Turkey just to get ports there. And if Turkey decides to go, nah, let's not. Like, Russia has no way of actually taking it over. So like, Russia can't actually really do anything except cut that off, but they'd be immediately pushed back. As you can see, Crimea is declaring war on Bulgaria. So Crimean forces push into Bulgaria, approaching Sofia, until eventually the capital city is taken. Bulgaria would fall within weeks. So yeah, but now I don't really like these borders. It's very weird, very how do I say this? It's very blocky. I feel like there's all twists and turns. It feels very weird. So yeah, but now they're really huge. They're huge, and if you're huge, sometimes you attract some big boys. Yeah, sometimes you attract some big boys. There's no point in even in doing those, because it'll be whiter later on anyway. So yeah, they're at war with Russia. There's an annoying thing, because if Russia declares war, they should be in red as the aggressor, but they're not, simply because Crimea has to be. So that's really stupid. But either way, it doesn't really matter. Before the full Russian army can mobilize, Crimea would make huge assaults into Russia, quickly cutting this area off, which is surrenders. Most Russian soldiers don't actually, really want war, because in this scenario, the Ukrainian war just ended with Russia losing. Russia doesn't really lose any land, but loses lots of wealth and stuff like that. Here's a fun fact. The name of Stalingrad now is Volgograd. It's surrounded. It's somewhere around here, I think. And it's taken. But now, Russian troops push back and capture it. And they push back the Crimean assault fully. So now there's a peace treaty where Crimea does gain a bit of land, because Russia is really scared that Crimea might just swoop in when Russia's not expecting it and take all the land. So they just give them that anyways. Anyway, thanks for the end of today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Actually, I need to say the goodbyes after I finish the borders. So anyways, I'll see you guys in the, oh my god, I'm so dumb. I forgot to do this one. I'm so dumb. Oh my god. But there you go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.